Welcome to Location, Cabrini College's weekly news program. I'm Miley Fox.
And I'm Sean Ostrowski. Here's your news now.
Last Saturday, Cabrini College held the Relay for Life, an event that advocates for cancer patients and survivors. Here's Location's report about the all-night event.
The Relay for Life is a 24-hour event where you're supposed to be staying up for a full 24 hours to represent cancer patients that have to stay up and survive cancer their whole life, so way more than 24 hours. So at Relay, what you do is you walk laps for every team that there is. Each person in the team has to walk at least like 5 or 6 laps throughout the whole entire night. And that's in memory of people that have cancer, so you're continuing the fight with them. I wanted to become a part of Relay because I have my grandpa who has cancer, and I lost a friend in high school to cancer, so just like really kicked in with me to want to be able to appreciate them and help fight and help cancer patients have hope.
I came to Relay because Relay means doing something other than yourself. I have lots of family and friends that have gone through something like this, and it's just a terrible thing. And I want to do my part as a friend, a sister, a human to help out and find a cure.
Relay to Life is very important to me. I really look forward to this day all year. Especially cancer has impacted my life a lot. And this year I'm actually walking for my Aunt Anella. Last year when I was here, she actually was going through the struggle and the battle, and unfortunately she had lost the battle this summer. But today I'm here as the team captain of Pink.
So when I was 28, I got diagnosed with esophageal cancer stage 3. And I got treated at the University of Pennsylvania, and the doctors were great. We had a total of 26 weeks of chemotherapy, 8 weeks of radiation, and a surgery where half of my stomach and my whole esophagus was removed. And then they reconstructed the good part of my stomach. I had some cancer in my stomach too. And whatever was left that was good, they reconstructed it and built me a new esophagus. Yeah, so I mean, you know, we went through a lot. I had a ton of support. Everybody, my family, my fiance, my daughter, friends, I mean, they just were outstanding. Cabrini, my co-workers, the whole community really stepped up, and they really got behind me, and they made my fight a lot easier. You know, the fact that students and kids are coming and donating their Saturday nights, you know, when you're 20 years old, you know, you got a lot of things that you could be doing, but the fact that they're here on a Saturday night donating their time and donating their money and, you know, really standing up for a cause is real important, and it makes people like me feel really good.
I relay for.
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 My grandpa.
My daughter.
Timmy Calnan.
Agnes and Joe Wigner.
My aunt who passed away May 10th of last year.
Future generations. A cancer-free world.
Electronic Recycling Week at Cabrini is coming up April 22nd to the 25th, when students, faculty, and staff will get the chance to recycle outdated electronics. All items will be recycled by E-Force Compliance, Philadelphia's first certified recycler. For more information, look for posters on the bulletin boards around campus. Ready to glow in the dark? As part of Epic Week's activities, Cabrini's Programming and Activities Board is hosting the Glow Extravaganza dance on Saturday, April 26th from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. There will be black lights and lots of body paint. Grab your friends and go dance the night away. And the weekend doesn't stop there. On Sunday, April 27th, join your college friends and head to Sahara Sam's Ocean Oasis, an indoor water park. You can sign up in the Cabrini Student Engagement and Leadership Office and pay your $10 for the trip. And that was your trip around the block. So Nick, what's new with sports?
Well, Molly, men's lacrosse is not undefeated anymore, and I got some other sports news, so let me tell you all about it. Cabrini Department of Athletics participated in the 3rd annual celebration of NCAA Division III Week from April 7th to the 13th. Let's find out more from the athletes themselves.
Athlete Appreciation Day is in conjunction with Division III Week, Cabrini joining the 450 some other schools in Division III to acknowledge the student athlete and the student athlete experience in a way to say thank you. Thank you for all the hard work and dedication that they put in as a student athlete as well. So throughout the week we do kind of events to support the student athlete. We had a Women in Sports Symposium on Monday night, Special Olympics Tuesday. It also kind of ties in the Division III hallmark of community service and really being involved in as many activities as you can. Today, Student Appreciation Day, so we kind of have like a taste of Philly with water, ice, and pretzels, and have invited all of our student athletes that can get here to just kind of enjoy it in a social setting.
I actually love playing for Cabrini because at my old school, it was a small school and like we weren't really that recognized, but like on campus here, everyone knows you, and it's just fun to be on the team.
The week started off, D3 week started off with, on Monday, they had a women's symposium, which was really nice. I think it was the first year they did it. It was pretty much just like a panel of 5 older women who talked about their careers in sports, which was nice for the student athletes to kind of hear how women's sports are just as good as the guys. So it was really nice to hear their stories and kind of talk with them.
So to be a part of the D3 Athlete Appreciation Day, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I feel really grateful myself to be a part of it. So it's really nice that they kind of appreciate everyone for what they do.
And over the years, you just realize like how much better it gets and how more people are involved and how we do like better things and really get involved with the community.
It was really nice seeing like all the smiles on their faces and that we could do that for them.
You could just see like how like they'd look at us as like superstars, like we were D1 athletes, and it just feels nice because you don't really get that recognition going to a D3 school.
After losing to number 5 Salisbury University, number 2 Cabrini dominated Rosemont College, 25-4. This is the Cavs' 100th consecutive CSAC conference win, approaching the NCAA record of 102, which just so happens to be held by Salisbury. Corey Elmer moved to 4th place in program history with his 231st goal. The Cavs are looking to keep their CSAC win streak alive as they go to take on Gwen Mercy University later this week. Manny Pacquiao got his revenge on Timothy Bradley. After a controversial split decision where Pacquiao lost, Manny came back and took Bradley's WBO welterweight title in dominant fashion Saturday night. Pacquiao got a clean sweep from the judges. Bradley suffered his first loss, dropping to 31-1. Pacquiao is 56-5 with 38 KOs. The NBA matchups are set for this year's postseason. Who do you think will take the NBA championship? Will Paul George and the Pacers hold their own against Kevin Durant and OKC? Or will LeBron and Miami battle it out with Tony Parker and the Spurs? Tweet me your thoughts at LOQation News. Cav Traditions hosted their 3rd event of the semester to raise money for the senior class gift. The event was the 3-on-3 basketball tournament held in the Dixon Center. Let's see exactly what the senior class gift is and how they're going to raise money for it.
I'm a coordinator for alumni engagement and annual giving programs. Basically, we've put this group together, Cavalier Traditions, as a student alumni association. We've had a couple events on campus this year. Cabrini Nation Night, we had National Student Philanthropy Day, and this is our 3rd event this year. Basically, the idea is it's a 3v3 basketball tournament. Buy-in is $10 per team, and all the proceeds go towards the senior class gift.
I mean, Cavalier Traditions is just a group that we put together. Basically, what we're trying to do is create like a legacy for each class that's getting ready to graduate. So we raise money, put some events together, so we leave a name behind for each class that's getting ready to graduate.
A lot of students don't understand the senior class gift. Basically, that money goes right back to the Cabrini Annual Fund, and what that supports are student scholarships, some of the academic programs that students go through. So really, everybody that's here in this gym today, whether you're behind the camera playing basketball or just spectating, really are affected by the Cabrini Annual Fund. So it's a big night for us, and we're hoping for a great turnout.
I know before one of the classes donated a clock that's right out in front of Founders. So it's pretty much a gift that we leave behind to say thank you so much for the 4 years, and farewell, we're leaving.
And that will do it for sports. Tune in next week for National, Philly, and as always, your Cabrini Sports News. And now to Sean for your trip across the nation.
This week, the city of Boston held a week of reflection and hope for the first anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing. 2 wreaths were placed at the finish line of last year's race where the bombs exploded, killing 4 people. there were fundraising events held for the victims and survivors, which are expected to raise over $27 million for charity. Earlier this week, many people got to experience a rare celestial happening. A lunar eclipse occurred when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. The lunar eclipse lasted for 3 hours, from 1 a.m. to 4 a.m., and was seen around the world. NASA said that this eclipse was the last full lunar eclipse visible from the United States until 2019. CNN reported that LOQ Doba is nearing the end of his record-setting kayak journey across the Atlantic Ocean. His trip started in Portugal and is ending in Florida. LOQ is 67 years old and isn't doing this to set a record. This journey is being made because it is on his bucket list. He was supposed to have been in Florida by February, but due to some mishaps and repair stops, he is expected to be in Florida by the end of the week. And that was your trip across the nation. So Kelly, what's new in entertainment?
Well, Brad Pitt has just been cast in a new movie, and Efron has a new girlfriend, so let me tell you more about it. According to the Los Angeles Times, actor Brad Pitt has been cast as the main role, General Stanley McChrystal, in the film The Operators. The film will tell the story about the United States war in Afghanistan. The Operators will be directed by the Australian filmmaker David McCall. There has not been a release date to when the new upcoming film will be released, so stay tuned. We have a new couple alert. Zac Efron is officially dating his Neighbors co-star, Halston Sage. Efron and Sage started seeing each other during the filming of their movie together. Earlier this month, the couple was spotted at the Staples Center cheering on the Los Angeles Lakers. I must admit, they make an adorable couple. Miley Cyrus had to cancel her concert Tuesday night at the Sprint Center in Kansas City due to a severe allergic reaction to medication. Cyrus had tweeted out a picture of herself in a hospital bed along with an apology to her fans. According to local reports, ticket holders will be able to get a refund. However, it is not known if the concert in Kansas City will be made up at a later date. Hopefully, the 21-year-old singer will not have to deal with another hospital run later on in her Bangers tour. That was your weekly entertainment update. Now let's check in with Molly for your news around the world.
In India, a third gender has been recognized. The Supreme Court in India has ruled that it is the right of every human to choose what gender they want to be, whether that gender be neither male or female. The government was told to allow transgenders into job markets and schooling, even if they are the minority. Many citizens are now proud to say they are Indian due to this new Supreme Court ruling. Do you wear Nike or Adidas sneakers? One of China's major shoe factories went on strike this past week in a pay dispute. Workers at the factory are asking for better social insurance and housing payments, according to the BBC. One worker claimed the factory had been tricking them for years, and workers have already rejected an offer from the company. According to the China Labor Watch, this strike has been seen as one of the largest worker strikes in China. As of this past Monday, an unnamed submarine will go deep into the Indian Ocean to look for the missing Malaysia airplane wreckage. According to the Washington Post, the submarine will send out three-dimensional maps to crews looking for the plane. After 5 weeks of searching for the missing plane, debris has yet to be found. Teams are stating that raising hope is the last thing they want to do, especially if they can't find any debris, since it's not certain that the submarine will be able to locate the missing aircraft. It will be slightly harder now with so many weeks gone by that debris could be scarce, but they want to try, especially since they are not done searching yet, according to investigators. Cabrini College's CRS ambassadors held a food fast over the weekend to educate students on world hunger. Let's take a look to see how they spent their day.
Food fast is an extremely important aspect of what we do as CRS ambassadors. Working with Catholic Relief Services, which is the International Development Agency of the Catholic Church, there's a lot of focus on international development and what issues are impacting the world that impact us here in the United States, and that's kind of how we take it. It's like, okay, what can we do while we're here in the United States to impact the world and help it out of things like poverty and injustice and different issues. So Food Fast is a great opportunity for us to really focus on hunger and water insecurity. So as we start talking about hunger in the U.S., we're going to start to talk about how hunger and poverty impacts the rest of the world, focusing on the stories provided by the Catholic Relief Services Rice Bowl initiative. So we're going to be talking about Kenya, the Philippines, and Guatemala, and discuss, what kind of issues those people face who are really left at the margins of society and do not have enough funds or enough food to survive healthily in our world. And so we're also going to have a water insecurity demonstration. We're going to demonstrate what it's like to have to walk miles and miles to get water, and water that is not even that clean. So then you have to go through the process of boiling it. What does that look like, and how does that impact people anywhere in the world?
So carrying the water was kind of difficult. I was trying to figure out the right way to hold the bucket over that long period of time, and just trying to see which way to hold it, because it was very heavy. It was probably about 50 pounds or so, maybe a little less. And so I was trying to carry it just with my hands, and then I put it on my shoulder, but then eventually my shoulder started hurting. So it was kind of difficult trying to figure out the best way to do that while you're still walking.
The greatest part of the day is being able to break our fast in solidarity. So the reality is that at the end of our day of fasting, we haven't been eating all day, we do get to break our fast. We do get to share in a meal, but it's a simple meal, and we get to discuss the issues that we learned about today and talk about why this is so important and why, what we can do to really make change in this world. And that's an extremely important thing, especially as college students, to be able to stop, our regular routine of going to the cafeteria and getting our brunch on Sunday. Stopping and changing our routine and thinking about how this might be impacting people all over the world is a real blessing, to be able to take that and just stop and think. Too often we don't do that, and this is a really great day for students to really stop and think and decide what is important to everyone in the world.
Thanks for catching up with us this week. For Location Weekly News, I'm Molly Fox.
And I'm Sean Ostrowski. Stay up to date throughout the week by following us on our social media platforms. Simply search Location News. Have a great week, Cabrini.